The Fast and Furious franchise is all about big stars driving bigger cars. So if you've seen what they do on screen, what kind of cars do you think they drive off screen? Grab your driving gloves and let's explore what the cast of Fast and Furious is driving. So naturally, we gotta start with Dominic Toretto himself, Vin Diesel. No worries guys, his cars are exactly as fast and furious as you'd expect. Just look at his 1963 Chevrolet Corvette Stingray Grand Sport. This is an incredibly rare car, only around 10 were ever made. No wonder this one's worth $100,000. My favorite of his muscle cars is his 1969 Dodge Charger Daytona. Jon Cena, who plays Dom's brother, also has a Charger, but we'll get to that in a minute. Diesel reportedly picked up a replica for only $90,000. Still pretty awesome though. He's also got some crazy cool cars in his collection. Look at his 2014 Lykan Hypersport. This $3.4 million ride was actually featured in the 7th film, and one look at it makes it clear why. Honestly, this one looks like it's going to take off and fly to the Death Star at any minute. Then there's his 1970 Dodge Charger Tantrum, the car I expected him to have. Well, this one was actually a gift for his 52nd birthday from his Fast and Furious family. That's a $700,000 B-Day present. No wonder he talks about familia all the time. The other big star from the Fast and Furious franchise is none other than Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. The wrestler turned movie star turned superhero has a car collection worth $5.1 million. Johnson is all about the muscle cars and the muscle trucks. He's got a 1971 Chevy Chevelle worth $72,900, a Ford GT worth $450,000, a $56,190 Ford F-150, and a Plymouth Prowler worth $39,300. So if the world ever ends, like in one of his movies, he's 100% got the car collection to deal with it. You know he's got to have some classier rides worth big money. He's got a Cadillac Escalade worth $450,000, a Lamborghini Huracan worth $213,104, and the car that any celebrity who loves cars in Los Angeles has to buy, the $300,000 Rolls-Royce Wraith. His most expensive rides are the dream cars of many celebrity car lovers out there looking to upgrade their garage. The most expensive one is his Pagani Hoya worth $2.6 million. Though that one's not my favorite at all. That would be the legendary Ferrari LaFerrari for the legendary price of $1.4 million. Still though, this is nowhere near as expensive as I thought it would be. If you've seen Hobbs & Shaw, then you know all too well that The Rock may be the muscle, but Jason Statham is the style. Well, style and muscle, I guess. I feel like the car that shows you what you're in for is his Jaguar F-Type SVR, worth $123,600. Speaking of Jaguars, he also has a $122,700 Jaguar XJR. He's also a big Audi fan, like his Transporter character. He has an Audi R8 worth $125,000. He's also got more classy luxury rides than pretty much anyone else I've ever seen on this freaking channel. Like his $200,000 Porsche 911 GT2, his $191,000 McLaren 570S, his $151,600 Mercedes AMG S63, his $327,000 Ferrari F12 Berlinetta, and his $354,000 Lamborghini Murcielago LP640. Of course, the guy who's classier than James Bond would have his own Aston Martin. His would be an Aston Martin DBS worth over $300,000. The finest of his rides looks more like a race car than anything else in his collection. That would be his prized McLaren Senna that's worth a big-time price of $1,050,000. Jon Cena might be the newest member of the Fast family, but he made quite the impression as Dom's older brother. Well, like a true Toretto, his cars are also all muscle. I'm talking about a 1966 Dodge Hemi Charger 426 worth $70,000, a 1969 Copo Chevrolet Camaro worth $146,556, a 1989 Jeep Wrangler worth $13,252, a 2006 Ford GT worth $149,995, a 2006 Dodge Viper worth $83,145, a 2009 Chevy Corvette CR1 worth $105,000, and a 2017 Ford GT worth $450,000. My favorite of these is his 1970 Plymouth Roadrunner Superbird that's worth $250,000. He's also got a 2007 Ferrari F430 Spider. That cost him $217,310. Finally, we've got Cena's one-of-a-kind ride that literally no one else could pull off. That would be his Corvette Incinerator. As cool as all these cars are, not a single one of them have cars that could fly into space. It's not like The Rock couldn't afford one.